Welcome to our comprehensive exploration of psycholegal assessment and the various roles professionals play in this fascinating field. Psycholegal assessment sits at the intersection of psychology and law, providing crucial insights that inform legal decisions. Whether it's evaluating a defendant's mental state, assessing risk, or guiding child custody decisions, these assessments are vital for ensuring justice and fairness. In this video, we'll break down the core concepts, walk through the different types of assessments, and highlight the unique responsibilities of professionals involved. Let's begin by understanding what psycholegal assessment really means and why it's so important in today's legal landscape. Psycholegal assessment refers to the process where psychological expertise is applied to legal questions. This might involve evaluating a person's mental health for court, determining competency to stand trial, or providing expert opinions in civil cases. The goal is to offer objective, evidence-based information that can help judges, attorneys, and juries make informed decisions. These assessments require a deep understanding of both psychological principles and legal standards, making the role of the assessor both challenging and highly specialized. Let's explore the key areas where psycholegal assessments are most commonly used. One of the most recognized roles of psycholegal assessment is evaluating criminal responsibility. In these cases, psychologists or psychiatrists assess whether a defendant was mentally capable of understanding their actions at the time of an alleged offense. This can involve complex interviews, psychological testing, and reviewing historical records. The findings are then presented to the court, often influencing verdicts or sentencing. Such evaluations require not only clinical expertise but also a clear understanding of legal definitions like insanity or diminished capacity. Let's look at how these assessments are conducted in practice. Another critical area is determining a defendant's competency to stand trial. Here, the assessor evaluates whether the individual can understand court proceedings and participate in their own defense. This involves assessing cognitive abilities, communication skills, and psychological stability. If a person is found incompetent, the court may order treatment or delay proceedings until competency is restored. These assessments protect the rights of defendants and ensure the integrity of the legal process. Next, we'll discuss how risk assessments play a role in legal decisions. Risk assessment is a vital component of psycholegal work, especially in criminal and civil cases. Professionals evaluate the likelihood that an individual may pose a danger to themselves or others. This can influence decisions about bail, sentencing, parole, or civil commitment. Risk assessments use structured tools, interviews, and background checks to provide a comprehensive picture. The results help courts balance public safety with individual rights. Now let's move on to how child custody evaluations are conducted within the psycholegal framework. Child custody evaluations are a common type of psycholegal assessment in family law. Here, psychologists assess the needs of the child, the parenting abilities of each parent, and the overall family dynamics. The goal is to recommend arrangements that serve the child's best interests. This process often involves interviews, observations, and psychological testing. The findings are presented to the court to help guide custody and visitation decisions. Let's explore the ethical considerations that guide these sensitive assessments. Ethics play a central role in psycholegal assessment. Professionals must maintain objectivity, respect confidentiality, and avoid conflicts of interest. They are guided by ethical codes from both psychology and law, ensuring that their work upholds the highest standards. Informed consent, accurate reporting, and cultural sensitivity are also crucial. These principles protect the rights of those being assessed and maintain the credibility of the legal process. Next, we'll look at the qualifications required for professionals in this field. Psycholegal assessors are typically licensed psychologists or psychiatrists with specialized training in forensic assessment. They must understand both clinical psychology and the legal system. Many pursue additional certifications or fellowships in forensic psychology. Ongoing education is essential, as laws and best practices evolve. These qualifications ensure that assessments are reliable, valid, and legally defensible. Now, let's examine the different roles professionals may take on within the psycholegal context. One key role is that of the expert witness. In this capacity, psychologists present their findings in court, explaining complex psychological concepts in a way that judges and juries can understand. They may be cross-examined by attorneys and must defend their methods and conclusions. The credibility and communication skills of the expert witness are crucial, as their testimony can significantly influence legal outcomes. Let's move on to the role of consultants in psycholegal cases. Psycholegal professionals may also serve as consultants, advising attorneys on psychological aspects of a case. This can include helping to select jurors, preparing witnesses, or developing case strategies. Consultants do not always testify in court but provide valuable behind-the-scenes expertise. Their input can shape the direction of a case and improve outcomes for clients. Next, we'll discuss the role of evaluators in psycholegal assessment. As evaluators, psycholegal professionals conduct assessments and prepare detailed reports for the court. They gather information through interviews, psychological testing, and record reviews. Their reports must be thorough, objective, and clearly written, as they may be scrutinized by multiple parties. Evaluators play a direct role in shaping legal decisions by providing the court with reliable psychological data. Let's now look at the role of treatment providers in the legal system. Some psycholegal professionals act as treatment providers, offering therapy or rehabilitation to individuals involved in legal cases. This might include court-ordered counseling, substance abuse treatment, or anger management programs. Treatment providers must balance therapeutic goals with legal requirements, often reporting progress to the court. Their work supports rehabilitation and can influence legal outcomes such as probation or parole. Next, we'll explore the importance of objectivity in psycholegal roles. Objectivity is a cornerstone of psycholegal assessment. Professionals must avoid bias and base their conclusions on evidence, not personal beliefs or external pressures. This ensures that their findings are credible and can withstand legal scrutiny. Maintaining objectivity can be challenging, especially in emotionally charged cases, but it is essential for upholding justice. Now, let's discuss the tools and methods used in psycholegal assessment. Psycholegal assessments utilize a variety of tools and methods, including structured interviews, standardized psychological tests, and behavioral observations. These tools help ensure that assessments are comprehensive and reliable. Professionals select methods based on the specific legal question and the individual's needs. Accurate data collection and interpretation are critical for producing valid results. Next, we'll look at the importance of clear and effective report writing. Writing clear, concise, and accurate reports is a vital skill for psycholegal professionals. Reports must present findings in a way that is understandable to non-experts, such as judges and attorneys. They should include relevant background, assessment methods, results, and recommendations. Well-written reports enhance the credibility of the assessor and support sound legal decisions. Let's now examine the challenges professionals face in this field. Psycholegal professionals face numerous challenges, from managing conflicting interests to dealing with incomplete information. High-stakes cases can be emotionally taxing, and professionals must navigate complex ethical dilemmas. Staying current with legal standards and psychological research is also demanding. Despite these challenges, the work is rewarding and essential for justice. Next, we'll discuss the importance of cultural competence in psycholegal work. Cultural competence is crucial in psycholegal assessment. Professionals must be aware of cultural differences that may affect behavior, communication, and interpretation of psychological tests. This sensitivity helps ensure fair and accurate assessments for individuals from diverse backgrounds. Training in cultural competence is an ongoing process and a key part of professional development. Let's now look at the role of multidisciplinary teams in psycholegal cases. Many psycholegal cases involve multidisciplinary teams, including psychologists, social workers, attorneys, and medical professionals. Collaboration ensures that assessments are thorough and consider multiple perspectives. Teamwork can improve the quality of information presented to the court and lead to better outcomes for clients. Effective communication and respect for each professional's expertise are essential for successful collaboration. Next, we'll discuss the importance of ongoing education and training. Continuous education is vital for psycholegal professionals. Laws, ethical standards, and psychological research are always evolving. Regular training ensures that assessors remain competent and up to date with best practices. This commitment to learning enhances the quality of assessments and maintains public trust in the profession. Now, let's explore the impact of technology on psycholegal assessment. Technology is transforming psycholegal assessment. Digital tools allow for remote interviews, online testing, and secure data storage. These advances improve efficiency and accessibility, especially in remote or underserved areas. However, professionals must also consider issues of privacy and data security. Technology is a powerful tool, but it must be used responsibly. Next, we'll discuss the role of documentation in psycholegal work. Accurate documentation is essential in psycholegal assessment. Every step, from initial interviews to final reports, must be carefully recorded. Good documentation supports transparency, accountability, and legal defensibility. It also allows for effective communication among professionals and with the court. Let's now look at the importance of confidentiality in psycholegal work. Confidentiality is a fundamental principle in psycholegal assessment. Professionals must protect sensitive information and disclose it only when legally required. This builds trust with clients and upholds ethical standards. Breaches of confidentiality can have serious legal and professional consequences. Next, we'll discuss how assessors manage dual roles and avoid conflicts of interest. Psycholegal professionals must be careful when taking on multiple roles in a case, such as being both a therapist and an evaluator. Dual roles can create conflicts of interest and compromise objectivity. Clear boundaries and transparency with clients and the court are essential. Professionals should avoid situations where their impartiality could be questioned. Let's now look at the impact of stress and self-care in this demanding field. Working in psycholegal assessment can be stressful, given the high stakes and emotional intensity of many cases. Professionals must practice self-care to maintain their well-being and effectiveness. This can include supervision, peer support, and regular breaks. Organizations also play a role by providing resources and fostering a supportive environment. Next, we'll discuss the importance of supervision and mentorship. Supervision and mentorship are vital for developing competence in psycholegal assessment. Experienced professionals guide newcomers, offering feedback and support. This helps ensure high standards in ethical practice. Supervision also provides a space to discuss challenging cases and ethical dilemmas. Ongoing mentorship contributes to professional growth and confidence. Let's now explore the role of research in advancing psycholegal practice. Research is essential for advancing psycholegal assessment. Studies help identify best practices, validate assessment tools, and improve outcomes. Professionals are encouraged to stay informed about new research and contribute to the field through their own studies. Evidence-based practice ensures that assessments are effective and defensible in court. Next, we'll discuss the impact of legal standards on assessment practices. Legal standards and guidelines shape every aspect of psycholegal assessment. Professionals must be familiar with relevant laws, court rulings, and professional guidelines. These standards ensure that assessments are fair, consistent, and legally admissible. Staying current with legal developments is a key part of professional responsibility. Let's now look at the importance of communication skills in this field. Strong communication skills are essential for psycholegal professionals. They must explain complex psychological concepts in clear, accessible language for courts and clients. Effective communication builds trust, reduces misunderstandings, and supports sound legal decisions. Professionals also need to listen carefully and respond to questions from attorneys and judges. Next, we'll discuss the importance of impartiality in testimony. Partiality is critical when providing testimony in court. Psychlegal professionals must present their findings honestly without favoring one side. This maintains the integrity of the legal process and ensures that justice is served. Being impartial can be challenging, especially in adversarial settings, but it is a core professional value. Let's now look at the role of continuing professional development. Continuing professional development is essential for maintaining competence in psycholegal assessment. Professionals attend workshops, conferences, and training sessions to stay updated on new laws, research, and best practices. This commitment to learning benefits both clients and the legal system. Next, we'll explore the impact of public perception on psycholegal work. Public perception of psycholegal assessment can influence the credibility of professionals and the acceptance of their findings. Media coverage, high-profile cases, and public misunderstandings can all shape opinions. Professionals must work to educate the public and maintain high ethical standards. Transparency and clear communication help build trust in the field. Let's now discuss the global perspective on psycholegal assessment. Psycholegal assessment practices vary around the world, reflecting different legal systems and cultural values. International collaboration and research help share best practices and improve outcomes globally. Professionals must be aware of these differences when working in cross-border cases. Understanding the global context enriches the field and promotes fairness. Next, we'll look at the future of psycholegal assessment. The future of psycholegal assessment will be shaped by advances in technology, evolving legal standards, and ongoing research. Digital tools, artificial intelligence, and improved assessment methods will enhance accuracy and efficiency. Professionals must adapt to these changes while maintaining ethical standards. The field will continue to grow in importance as society becomes more complex. Let's now summarize the key points covered in this video. This video, we explored the essential aspects of psycholegal assessment, including its definition, key roles, ethical considerations, and the challenges professionals face. We discussed the importance of objectivity, cultural competence, and ongoing education. The field is dynamic and requires a commitment to learning and ethical practice. Let's now reflect on the impact of psycholegal assessment on the justice system. Psycholegal assessment plays a vital role in promoting justice and fairness. By providing objective, evidence-based information, professionals help courts make informed decisions that protect individual rights and public safety. Their work supports rehabilitation, guides sentencing, and ensures that vulnerable individuals receive appropriate support. The impact of their assessments can be life-changing. Next, we'll highlight the importance of ongoing collaboration between psychology and law. Effective collaboration between psychology and law is essential for high-quality psycholegal assessment. Professionals from both fields bring unique expertise that, when combined, leads to better outcomes. Ongoing dialogue, joint training, and shared research foster mutual understanding and respect. This collaboration strengthens the justice system and benefits society as a whole. Let's now look at some real-world examples of psycholegal assessment in action. Consider a case where a defendant's mental state at the time of an offense is in question. A psycholegal assessor conducts interviews, reviews records, and administers psychological tests. Their findings help the court determine whether the defendant was legally responsible for their action. This process illustrates the critical role of objective assessment in ensuring justice. Next, we'll look at a case involving child custody. In a child custody dispute, a psychologist evaluates each parent's abilities and the child's needs. Through interviews, observations, and testing, the assessor provides recommendations to the court. These recommendations help ensure that the child's best interests are prioritized. This case highlights the sensitive and impactful nature of psycholegal work. Let's now discuss how professionals handle high-profile cases. High-profile cases can bring additional challenges, including media attention and public scrutiny. Psycholegal professionals must maintain confidentiality, objectivity, and professionalism under pressure. Their ability to navigate these challenges is crucial for maintaining trust in the legal process. Next, we'll look at the importance of advocacy in psycholegal assessment. Advocacy is an important aspect of psycholegal assessment. Professionals may advocate for vulnerable individuals, such as children or those with mental illness, ensuring their voices are heard in legal proceedings. Advocacy must be balanced with objectivity and ethical standards. By advocating responsibly, professionals contribute to a more just and compassionate legal system. Let's now discuss the role of feedback and reflection in professional growth. Regular feedback and self-reflection are essential for professional growth in psycholegal assessment. Professionals seek feedback from supervisors, peers, and clients to improve their practice. Reflecting on challenging cases and ethical dilemmas helps build resilience and competence. This commitment to self-improvement benefits both professionals and those they serve. Next, we'll look at the importance of networking in the field. Networking with other professionals is valuable for sharing knowledge, resources, and support. Professional organizations, conferences, and online forums provide opportunities to connect and collaborate. Building a strong professional community enhances learning and fosters innovation. Let's now discuss the role of policy and advocacy at a systemic level. Psycholegal professionals can influence policy and advocate for systemic change. By participating in policy development, research, and public education, they help shape laws and practices that promote justice and well-being. Systemic advocacy requires collaboration with stakeholders and a commitment to ethical leadership. Next, we'll look at the importance of adaptability in this evolving field. Adaptability is key for success in psycholegal assessment. Professionals must respond to changing laws, new research, and evolving societal needs. Flexibility allows them to provide relevant and effective services in a dynamic environment. Embracing change ensures that the field remains responsive and impactful. Let's now conclude with final thoughts on the significance of psycholegal assessment. Psycholegal assessment is a dynamic and essential field at the crossroads of psychology and law. Professionals play diverse roles, from expert witnesses to advocates, all aimed at promoting justice and well-being. Their work requires expertise, ethical commitment, and adaptability. As society and the legal system continue to evolve, psychlegal assessment will remain vital for ensuring fairness and protecting individual rights. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of psycholegal assessment and roles.